you will be looking at, if you look over here at the MACD, I got it set to 1, 8, and 10 up on there. Down below here, this is the MACD. Across here, this center over here, this is called the momentum. I call this the momentum center line, even though you don't see no line, but you see certain candles hanging down below and candles hanging above, so you almost got to pretend like there's an invisible line coming across here. The red line here, this is called the signal line, okay? And then this green one that's coming down and zigzagging and everything, that is called the MACD line. From what I seen was the most consistent here is when this red line comes across this center momentum line, and then it comes up a little higher than that, and then this green MACD, the green MACD line comes up and crosses that red line. As soon as it crosses, that's usually when a green is forming, and then that's when you want to tap the buy button. I usually tap it maybe about 5 to 7 times there. As you can see right now, it's trying to cross right now, but you don't see, this just came up to a little red candle. That's for a reason I said this red line must be above the momentum line. Okay, the momentum line is almost like an invisible line. You see candles down here forming on the top and then candles forming down here below. So that means there got to be some center point. So the red got to come up here before I'm thinking about getting in, because even right now, this was a good candle because it did cross it, but it's still risky because the red is still down below the momentum line. I like for it to go, this red to go up higher, and then that means the momentum is running high, the prices is running high, and then when you get in, as the green crosses up over the red, that's when usually is good. As you see right now, the green is building up right now. The red is moved. The red signal line is moving up. The green is bouncing down, and I'm going to wait to see if it crosses over and then come back up. If it comes back up after it crosses over one time and then loops back up, then that's when I'll be trying to get in. See, right now it's actually going back down. So in some cases, people might say, well, it crossed down, you could have got in at the red, but that's not really my focus on, because even going down into the red is good. That's the green I should have got right now while I was talking. As you can see how it's crossed over and it got to the green. I wasn't paying attention, but that's the one I would have got in. I'm going to see if it does it again, and then I'll get in. That time I got in a little quick and early, and still I got 6 of them right out of that right there. So that was even good right there, and it didn't even fully build into a green right there. So that was 6 of them right out of, I think, out of 8. And then right here, that was another opportunity. See how the green is, the red is up above this middle momentum, and we're going to see again if it comes up across this green, comes up across the red. There it goes again, and that time I got all of those right there. And now the green is still, see right now you could actually still get in, but that's not what my strategy is. My strategy is it must be at the beginning as it was already, the green already was below this red signal line, and then it comes back up and crosses it. So right now if it comes back up and crosses it, then I will get in. If it don't, then I won't. And the reason why I say that, because it got to be some type of standard, because if you just going in chasing after green candles, you're not going to get it. Right now you see how it looked like it wanted to grow, and that one actually was a nice looking size candle right there up above. If you look up here at this candle, was a nice one, nice size. And right now it looked like it might cross, but then it bounced back down. And see the red line, signal line is going back down. So as you can see, as that going back down, these candles up at the top here is not really forming nice big green candles. But I'm looking for nice big green candles, and that usually happens when this red is up above here in this area. So even in that small little time that I did that on, I originally started at, I had 28.116, and now we got 3134.70. Okay. So again, one of the main things you want to know is where that momentum line is, which you're not going to see it here. Only way you can, it's almost like a pretend line, because you see down here on the MACD, you see the red. Right now there's red candles forming at the bottom, and there's a green one. These are momentum, showing that the momentum, where the momentum is going, and the momentum is dropping. And then as these candles start popping up on the top, that means the momentum is building up above that line. So this one right here would have been good, even though this one is still below the momentum line. I would have probably waited still for this red to come up above the center. And again, you can't see the center, but you gotta know if there's candles hanging down below on the MACD and candles above, all you do is kind of have an imaginary middle line where they break off at. And so right now the red signal line is going up above, again above the momentum line. And now it stepped down, and now I'm going to see if it will cross back up going green. Right now it's kind of hanging just slightly over the momentum line, and almost was ready to get in right there. And even with that right there, it didn't fail. And this right here, I actually did get in. That one right there was 4 wins right there already, because I waited till it went up and see I could have got in again, because it bounced down below there. And then so it's going up and down now. So a lot of times I usually just try to really get one of them in, but sometimes if, like I say, if it going down and then, like I said, it bounces back up and it crosses, this green line crosses the red line, and the red line is up in this area, usually it's been pretty accurate. Right now, just in that time that I've been on here right now, at 8:31 now, let me see, we got 33.18 at 8:31, and these are $50 positions here. So even if we did the math right now, I was pretty much up on here now, probably at roughly around at 8:25, I think it was around there. So we say 8:25 was when I was up on here. And if we on around 8:25, it was around 2,800, 116. So what I would do, I mean, let me see, 2811, I think that's what it was. I don't know where I get the other numbers from. I'll be adding clock times in with it. Okay. So it was at 2811. Okay, at 8:25. So what I would do then is do the math, and I would calculate. Let me get the calculator out. And so in a case like this right here, you got 33,018, and then you take away, which you started at 2811. And that equals 507. So that would mean that would be $507 in, you see how many minutes? This was at 8:31 to 8:20. That's in 6 minutes. And then again, that's $507 in 6 minutes. Just using a MACD when it's up here, like when I type up here, MACD crossing upward across the red signal line, and the signal line is also above the momentum line. That's when it's most effective, that you're gonna have nice big green candles, which that's what you want to get in. And like I said, you hit it about 5-6 times there, you know. So again, that's 507 in 6 minutes.